When I started transitioning, I was really shy, really reserved, really within myself.
Now I just walk into a room and feel happy, and I think it's because I am so much more comfortable in my skin.
Testosterone naturally makes you more confident. It's kind of gone hand in parallel with my growing as a human, because I'm now looking at myself and seeing the man that I always knew that I was staring back at me in the mirror.
I was so much convinced that absolutely everything is a social construction, all gender roles are implied, which they are, but there's so much more to it.
I mean, as soon as I started transitioning, it was, oh my God, you've got to get big. What I've now realised is actually that doesn't align with my masculinity.
I am still me. You know, I was born Jack, I've always been Jack. I look at the world through the same eyes, but the world doesn't see me the same. I've definitely apologised to a lot of my friends and family as I've grown up to go, do you know when I said that you didn't have any feelings?
I used to think that being trans meant I had to hate the body that I was in.
And actually I found real strength in reading books written by cis, queer or gay men. I've found that, you know, adapting things like journaling has been really useful. Writing poetry, drawing pictures, putting doodles in and finding my own way to document my thoughts.
I've been able to access counselling, support groups, art therapy, safe, sober spaces for trans people, and I cannot emphasise enough how much that has helped me. My very first speaking gig was a lunch and learn, just talking about the trans male lived experience. I kind of felt like I had just given a piece of myself, and it was effectively me outing myself as well, but I really wanted to take that power and do it in such a big way. And this lawyer went out of his way to email me and said, I have a son, his name is also Tate, and we named him Tate because it means full of spirit and full of life. And may your life be as full as our Tate's is. Those words have stuck with me. Just a simple gesture like that, affirming not only my masculinity but my name, and relating that back to somebody so close to you is so powerful.
Find the allies first.
There are people who transition young, in their early teens, right up until their 60s and 70s. There is no perfect age.
There can be so much elation in that first kind of period of coming out and people accepting you and it's all fine, but then that goes.
It's you that's got to sit with your transition, and you've got to have that peace of mind, but also have that strong sense of self to be able to get you through. If you can do so, try and break away from any toxic people in your life.
And you should never be forced to be the trailblazer in the workplace. You should only do it if you're truly comfortable with it.
Just waking up every day and being so proud to be who I am, not having to think twice about references I might make to Drag Race, or admitting that I love Madonna, or these, you know, these things that are so queer specific, and having to shape myself to fit in this cis-het world that we live in, and just loving myself for who I am.